All right, what's going on, my people? Today is day 40 of our heart medicine. Hope you all are doing well. All right. And here is our card for today. Okay, so the medicine for today is to explore an aspect or an area of your self that maybe you don't explore very much. Maybe it is, maybe there's a silly part of you, but you don't really allow yourself to be silly and engage in that way. Maybe there is a creative part of you, but you don't really allow yourself to go out and draw or write poetry or speak poetry. There's some aspect of yourself that you don't always allow yourself to embody, to be in, to express. And Spirit is inviting you today to allow yourself to be in it, to experience it, to express it. It's important for you to do this because God makes us each with distinct aspects of ourselves that are meant to be lived and to be embodied. Even if it's not because it's something you're supposed to do in the world. Like, it doesn't have to be that you're meant to be an artist in the world or anything like that. But there's some way that that ingredient is important to your makeup. It's kind of like baking. When you're baking, you need to make sure that you have, baking powder in order for it to activate with other ingredients. And you don't need a lot, right? Like, the star of the show is not the baking powder. In fact, if it's the star of the show, you probably did something wrong, right? But you can't just not put it in there, right? It's activating something else that creates the bread and creates the flavor and creates the chemical reactions that makes the bread what it is. And so there's some aspect of yourself that is like that. It's the baking powder of your own life, of your own beingness, and you're leaving it out. And you might be leaving it out because we live in this culture, this society, this capitalist society that focuses on, how can you make money and become successful? And if it's not something that's making you money and making you successful, then it's not worthy and it's useless. Well, that's not true in any way. So there's some aspect of yourself that's an important ingredient to your own makeup, important ingredient to your own life and your prosperity. And Spirit is inviting you to step into that. For some of you, it's actually more than one. It's a couple of things that you're kind of leaving behind in your own beingness, your aspect of yourself. Maybe it's maybe you're actually kind of romantic, but you hide that part of yourself in some way. Maybe you're really funny. Maybe you even leave behind your athleticism. Even if you're not an athlete or anything like that, if there's a particular way you like to move your body, maybe you like to dance. There's something you're not engaging that's an aspect of yourself that Spirit wants you to start to engage today. Again, from the perspective that it's an important ingredient to the rest of your life, to the rest of your beingness, and just to you feeling like a full, whole, balanced human being. Like, none of us were put here to just be and exist as one thing. We are multi-dimensional beings. Nobody here is meant to be a one-dimensional being. And so if you're not allowing yourself to flow in and out of those different dimensions of who you are and how you express and how you show up and allow yourself to play in that way, then you're not going to feel as enlivened in your life as possible. Okay, so make sure you give yourself that time, at least today. If it doesn't shift for you, for moving forward in the rest of your life. If nobody has told you today, my brother, I absolutely love you so much. You're so essential, so important to this world. I'm so grateful and so glad that you were here, that you spent this time with me, and I love you so much, my brother. Peace.